With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, trackside, once again. Race fans here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, the Turn 5 Motorsports Beef Jerky Unlimited RexingCompanies Tuesday Night Series fires things off for race number 8 here in season number 2. We're going to hit the mixing bowl. That's right, Linear National Speedway going to host race number 8. Track temperature looking pretty good, 89 degrees, 12 drivers to attack the track. Here tonight, we're going to have some short track heat racing action. 2 heat races with 10 laps apiece, followed up by the 45-lap main event. Here tonight from Linear Speedway. So what do you say we get rid of that track information and bring you some of those qualifying times? Left-hand side of your screen, you'll see them pop right up. There you go. Whoa, looks like we've got a little bit of a mix-up there, and it's going to work itself out with Paul Dillon going top of the speed charts, taking the BFL Logistics Company Pole Award here tonight. Only John Sayer in the 369 and the 49 of Ethan Wilson yet to put in their time lapse. It's going to be a great night of racing here tonight. Can't wait to get things underway as the music begins to fade into the background. And it looks like the stopwatch ticking down for the final 2 drivers, Sayer and Wilson, yet to put in their time lapse. So as we await them to get on track, how you doing? How you feeling? How there in TV Land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave of the Cave bringing you all the calls from trackside. A lot of great racing action coming up here on Tuesday night. We're going to be heading back into those open wheel IR18 machines. Don't forget about the dirt track racing coming up. The Tour mods, we're going to be back in those Tour mods very soon as well. And we've got something up our sleeves for the All-Star event. We're not going to release that information just yet. Going to keep you waiting on your toes and see if anybody can kind of figure it out. We'll start to drop some hints here and there along the way. In the first hint for the All-Star Weekend, it is one of the most famous tracks that you can find when you speak of racing. We'll leave it at that. Let's see if you can figure it out. We'll drop another tidbit of knowledge on you next week when we hit the track. But final 60 seconds remaining here in qualifying, and it does indeed look like Paul Dillon will walk away with that PFL Logistics Pole Award, setting the tone for heat race number 1. Your heat races will determine your starting lineup for tonight's main 45-lap feature event. We've got some great names here tonight. Tommy D, Sheldon Fittick back in action. PC Vault, good to see the 40 to 94 back out on track. The 109 of Bender still here. How about the 42 of James Schultz back on the track? Andy joining them as well. Had the opportunity to watch these drivers in happy hour, and I'm telling you what, speeds very comparative with each other. I don't see a heat race or the main event really being a runaway for anybody here tonight. So we're going to have some hot and heavy short track action all night long right here with the Turn 5 Motorsports Beef Jerky Unlimited RexingCompanies Tuesday night series. And it looks like heat number 1. Drivers being called to the cars. They're going to begin to make their way out to the track, and we're going to begin things here in just a moment. There it is. Pace car going to join the track. So drivers in heat race number 1 going to make their way to their starting positions. And there you can see starting out front with that pole position, taking the PFL Logistics a pole award. He'll start from the front of heat race number 1. Paul Dillon. And that 113 will bring the field to the first green flag. Your starting lineup for heat race number 1 looks a little something like this. There you can see Paul Dillon inside of your front row. Tommy D and the Beef Jerky Unlimited number 86 machine will be just to his outside. Fritchie and BC Volt back in row number 2. And in row number 3, rounding out the field here in heat race number 1, the 946 of Chad Rinselman and the 34 of Andy. We're not going to put the cutaway car out there because we were out turning laps a little bit earlier tonight, and I guess we didn't get the transponder off of the car. We're going to get probably a little talking to from track officials for that one, but so yeah, we'll see if we can't get that turned off or if they're going to charge us for it for the whole night, but not out there on the track up here in the booth, but the track here tonight with this particular car, it seems like you're able to get decently up through the gearbox, up through those RPMs, coming out of the corners and back down into your next corner entry. Seems like you're able to bounce it off the chip just a little bit, utilize the engine to slow down a little bit, as well as a little bit of that braking. Look for trail braking through the entry of these corners. And with the field ready to roll off here, we'll get ready to set the stage for tonight's racing events right here from Lanier National Speedway. Boss man to the flag stand, going to give them the nod, and the engines will come to life. Quick heat race action coming at you here on Tuesday night by the Beef Jerky Unlimited RexingCompanies Turn 5 Motorsports Tuesday night series. Paul Dillon looking to eat them up On the bottom of the racetrack, quickest in qualifying, taking the PFL Logistics Pole Award. Will he back it up with a heat race win? We're going to find out shortly as we make our way off of turn number 4, back across the stripe. Pace car will tuck off this time, and we will get set. And drivers back down into turn 3. Pace car should be ready to duck off. And here we go. We'll set the stage for the racing action tonight. Green flag flies for the first time here in heat race number 1. Driver's going to jump on the gears and head out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Paul Dillon going to lead into turn 3. Tommy D, bottom of the racetrack. He's going to keep that second position. BC Vault looking for a spot. He's going to bring it to the inside. These two drivers, hot and heavy action and happy hour. We'll see if they get together once again here in heat race number 1. Paul Dillon able to fend off the field for the time being, as we're going to go high above the track. Turn 3 drone cam here tonight, catching some of the action from the aerial vantage point for you, trying to let you see as much of the battles out there on the track. Top 4, nose to tail off of 4. And looks like Tommy scoring still wanting to plague us just a little bit, so we'll see if we can't get that rectified, fixed up as Tommy D looks for the top spot. He's going to look to the inside, a little bit of a bump on that left quarter panel of the 113 of Paul Dillon, but Dillon able to keep it straight in the head. Across the line, he'll keep every lap in his back pocket. Tommy with a good run through 3 and 4. Once again, that looks to be the strong point here for that 86 machine. The Beef Jerky Unlimited late model machine looks really good through 3 and 4. There he is closing in through the center of 3 once again on the rear bumper of your race leader, Paul Dillon. Ooh, vault deep into the corner into turn number 3. Oh, and there's contact. There it is. Look to the inside. A little bit of contact, and around the 113 goes. We're going to stay green flag racing. No cautions in these heat races. We're going to stay green flag racing with 2 laps to go. Will we see a little more contact here? 46 into the back of the 94. And, well, Frenchie going to send Volt for a ride. Final lap here at heat race number 1. A little bit of a mix-up, a little bit of a messy go here towards the end of heat race number 1. There you see Tommy D going to cross the line. He'll take the checkered flag for heat race number 1. He'll start your 45 lap feature event from the pole. So a little bit of contact, possibly some controversy here at the end of heat race number 1. Contact for the top spot, contact for second place. Things are already getting a little dicey. Short track racing action at its finest right here from Lanier National Speedway. Heat race number 2 getting ready to fire off as drivers begin to make their way to the starting grid. We'll get ready to fire things off once again. Robert D going to bring the field to the green flag here into heat race number 2. 7 drivers in the field here for heat race number 2, and as they all make their way to the starting positions, your starting lineup for heat race number 2, your driver rundown looks a little something like this. The 9 of Robert D. Bomb Dude will start from the inside. Row number 1, Sheldon Finnegan, the 41 machine, just to his outside. Bender and Gutman back in row number 2. And in row number 3 here tonight in heat race number 2 for the Turn 5 Motorsports late model action at Lanier National Speedway, the 420 of James Schultz and the 49 of Ethan Wilson. John Sayre, the 369, will finish out this 7-car field here for heat race number 2. And as the field makes their way back through 1 and 2, back down the back stretch. Now we'll get set to fire things off and go green flag racing, this time by pace car in, all the gas, and green flag flies once again here from Lanier National Speedway. Heat race number 2 underway. 10 laps of racing action coming your way. Short track Saturday night feel here tonight. Robert D. Man, shot out of a cannon. 0.6 of a second advantage over Sheldon Fiddick, who's dealing with that 003 of Gutman all over him right now, looking for that second position. James Schultz pulling back just a little bit in his Ford's Woody Machine. Fastest lap here in heat race number 2. Going to belong to the race leader. Robert D. going to lay down a 13.81. Very fast pace for race trim here for that number 9 out front. Showing the way. Top 3 step away as we cross the line, this time by 6 laps to go. We're going to keep things stacked up right here with your race leaders as they head down into turns 1 and 2. We roll down the back stretch now and into turn number 4. We'll cross the line, less than halfway to go here tonight from Lanier National Speedway. Heat race number 2. Working on the track, your top 3 starting to step away from the rest of the field. John Sayer losing a little bit of ground. James Schultz going to keep that 4th position for the time being, but nobody able to run down Robert E. at the front of this field. Started off with a great jump on the field to bring him to the green flag. It has maintained and kept that half a second advantage, and over the Orange Crush number 369 of John Sayer will head to pit road. That may have main event implications. We'll keep our eye on that 369, but off of 4 once again. White flag flies. Final lap here at Lanier National Speedway in heat race number 2. Robert D. going to lead flag to flag through 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag out and in hand. Robert D. will start outside pole position for your 45 lap feature event coming at you here in just a short few moments. So as drivers bring the machines to the crew chiefs and to the mechanics to fix things up and get things ready for tonight's 45-lap feature event, we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break, but don't worry, you won't miss any green flag action here tonight from Lanier National Speedway. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the boats bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And back live at trackside as drivers begin to make their way through final pre-race inspection. The jets have flying over, and we are ready to get flying around the track here tonight from Lanier National Speedway. We're going to jump to the front stretch, get ready to watch these drivers roll off of the starting grid. What a night of racing. We're going to have 45 laps to decide who walks away with the checkered flag of the king of the short track here tonight from Lanier. And you can hear that music in the background. You know the sounds. You know it's time to run down tonight's starting lineup from Lanier National Speedway in the late model machines. Tommy D in the Beef Jerky Unlimited 86 machine will roll off with your pole position inside of row number 1. The number 9 of Robert D right beside him. Bob Dude gonna give him a test at the front of this field. Row number 2, Frenchie and Sheldon Fiddick. How about that 34 of Andy, a top 5? The starting position for him, the 003 of Gutman just to his outside. Back in row number 4, BC Volt in the 420 of James Schultz. Chad Renselman and John Sayre back in row number 5. Row number 6 here tonight. The 113 of Paul Dillon. Your pole sitter. The 109 of Bender. I'm not in the field, so Ethan Wilson will finish out your running order here tonight. So as the pace car ducks, soft music will fade away and engines will roar to life. Green flag flies for the first time here tonight. And man, what a start there for Tommy D. Oh, big moment there for Gutman. All sorts of out of shape back here in the tail end of the field. A little bit of contact, but that 420 big moment there for the 003 early here tonight. It will head right back to the front. Battle for that third position. Sheldon Fiddick to the high side. The 46 of Frenchie down on the bottom. And here comes that 94 of BC Vol looking for a position. 3 laps already on the board here tonight as Tommy D asserts himself at the front of the field. The Beef Jerky Unlimited 86 leads by a half a second. With lap number 4 on the board, we'll drop the Tommy and scoring over there to the left-hand side of your screen. Let you follow along and find your favorite driver here tonight. And it looks like we've had some early issues for John Sayre as well as Ethan Wilson. We're hearing gearbox issues for Wilson and fuel problems. Looks like the fuel pickup was not working for that 369 of John Sayre. So unfortunately, Sayre and Wilson will walk away in 12th and 13th here tonight. I know I'm listed as 12th, but I'll be falling out of there. I'm not getting any points here tonight for being in the broadcast booth, bringing you some great racing action here tonight. And it looks like we've got trouble on the track for the first time here tonight. Chad Renselman going to go around. Renselman going to get it spun back in the right direction in his Arch Crush. 946 machine, so a little bit of trouble. Let's go back. Let's check the replay. And he's going to have a little bit of help. A little bit of help from that 420. The Reese's machine. Not so sweet right there. The 946 going to get it turned around and headed back in the right direction, but that's all it takes. Race fans, just a little tap. And you can find yourself going around here at the short track at Lanier National Speedway. The driver's going to make their way around the track back behind the pace car. Short track rules in effect here tonight. Caution laps do not count at Lanier National Speedway, so drivers will get things kicked back off, and we still got ourselves about 35, 37, somewhere in that range. You know, we don't backwards math very well sometimes. And they may be proving me wrong here. We may have went to caution laps counting here on the pavement tonight. Yeah, nope, there it is. Finally! See, Dave knows what he's talking about. I mean, sometimes. Maybe. Sort of. Field behind heat race number 1 winner. Tommy D going to lead the field back to the green flag. Field going to receive the peace sign. That means 2 to go from the boss man and the flag stand. Our good buddy Josiah Millen pulling pace car duties here tonight at the short track. So a big shout out to Millen out there. So who you got? Let's hear it out there in the chat. Who you got out here tonight? Who's your driver? Who do you think's going to put it on the top spot or inside of the top 3 in a podium position? 1 to go signal from the boss man in the flag stand. We're going to get set to release these beasts. Once again, coming out of turn number 4, the field will roll down the back stretch and the pace car will duck off. Out of turn 4 in the restart zone, and green flag flies once again here from Lanier. Looking down into turn number 1, everybody clean and clear. Through turns 1, down the back stretch, back into turn number 3, we roll. Field stacked up all over each other here down into turn number 1 and 2 again. Front of the field, nose to tail. Big move from Vault. He's going to pick up 4 positions from where he started tonight's race. So that 94 definitely heading in the right direction. The lap number 10 going to go on the board here. Tommy D continues to show the way. And caution will fly right at lap number 10. Caution's going to come out, and it looks like Andy's going to have some problems. So the 34 with a little bit of issues. We'll look. A little bit of contact, I believe. At the sun drop machine. Down into the corner. There it is, the contact. He's going to get hooked in the right rear, and the 34 going to go around. And that's going to bring us under caution for the second time here tonight at the short track, Lanier National Speedway. Let's take a look a little bit around the track. What do you say we go inside one of these late model machines running on board with the driver sitting in that 4th position? Here's a little look at the inside of Frenchie's number 46 late model machine. Robert E. also sporting one of our onboard cameras here tonight. The Kentucky native looking to get back to a podium finish once again. He's made it a little bit of a home here in the post-race interviews this season. We'll see if we can't talk to Bomb Dude once again. We'll jump back outside of the race cars for a few moments here. And here we go. The driver's going to assume the positions. Outside row goes the 46 of Frenchie. He'll start. Second car outside lane. Tommy D with some good starts here to start the feature event as well as on our latest restart. We'll see if he can back it up with a good jump here At a 4 into the restart zone, on the gas, and green flag flies once again here from Lanier. The 41 of Fittick to dig down into turn number 1. Slides up the racetrack just a little bit. You can see a wiggle out of the front end of that 41 machine as we stay green flag racing. Lap number 12 going to go on the board. Bomb Dude moved up out of the way a little bit. Paul Dillon going to wash up the track as well. Dillon now under fire from that 003. The 109 of Bender right behind him, and Sheldon Fittick trying to make some headway here. Getting up and around that 003. Frenchie having a little bit of a struggle right now. Robert D up the racetrack moments ago, but able to corral the car and keep that 3rd position. Top 3 all over each other here. As we cross the line this time around, lap number 15 will go on the board, and we'll drop that timing and scoring. Back to the left-hand side of your screen, just 30 laps remade here from Lanier National. Little look at your race leader. And the man behind him trying to run him down inside of his 94 machine, BC Volt, looking for the top spot. A little further in the field, battle still raging on. The 113 of Paul Dillon trying to run down the 003 of Gutman. Hot and heavy action there in the back of the pack. Frenchie right here trying to run down Robert D. Bomb Dude struggling a little bit into the outside wall. Little bit of contact from the right side of the 46 machine. He's going to tag the wall for just a moment. Keep it headed in the right direction. Digging down into turn number 1, you can see most of these drivers what I call cutting it a little short, running the corner a little bit shorter, getting the car a little bit more off camber by getting those left sides down beneath that yellow line. And I'm sure if we go up here to your race leaders, Tommy D, NBC Vault, you can notice that they're deep on the bottom of the racetrack. We'll take a look at them here. You can see it right there. Left side all over the bottom of the racetrack as we head down into 3. Through turn 4, a little bit wider of a corner there that time by for your race leader Tommy D as he continues to lead by a half a second. 25 laps remade here from Lanier. Things beginning to sort themselves out just a little bit, so we'll jump around the track trying to bring you some of the battles here tonight. 46 of Frenchie moving in on the tail end of Bomb Dude. Sheldon Fittick up in the mix as well. Still anybody's game. 23 laps of racing here at Lanier. You can get a lot of action in 23 laps at a short track like this. We'll see if there's any more contact and any more scuffles is what we'll call them here from Lanier. Big shout out to all of our sponsors here this season. Big time shout out to Western Grinding coming on board later in the season. Big time shout out to John Izzo and Izzo Plumbing and Western Grinding. As always, Title and Series sponsor Beef Jerky Unlimited. If you're looking for some of the best beef jerky around, I promise you will not be disappointed. You can find the link in the description down below. Head on over to beefjerkyunlimited.com. They've got it all over there, spicy, sweet, whatever you want. They've got a heat for your palate. You don't want beef jerky? Don't worry, they got chicken jerky and turkey jerky. The habanero mango, the manganero. Oh my gosh, to die for. That's all I'm going to say about that one. Don't get left out without it. Head on over to beefjerkyunlimited.com. Use turn 5 for the discount code. That's capital turn and the number 5 for your 15% at checkout. RexingCompanies also coming on board, splitting title sponsor duties here with the Tuesday night series. Big time shout out to RexingCompanies, Evansville Cold Storage, BFL Logistics, and JR Expedited Freight. Looks like the 946 of Chad Renselman gonna head down and on to pit road as Tommy D just opens up the gap. Lap after lap, just faster and faster. Vaughn gonna fall back into the clutches of the battle behind him. 3 cars going at it. We're gonna stay right here. Can we go above, guys? Do we got... All right, well... Yeah. We were going to go to the turn 3 drone cam for a moment, but we're here and having to switch battery back. So looks like we're going to have a little talk with our drone operator. Make sure he's a little bit more prepared. We got thumbs up now. All right, we've got the thumbs up on that one. Let's go high above the track. Here with the turn 3 drone cam sitting in the middle of the raceway. 46 able to pick up some positions. Robert D going to fall back to the 5th spot now after Sheldon Fiddick was able to work his way by the 946 Crush. Late model machine sitting right behind. These drivers listed off of the lead lap. Renselman down in the 11th position, down 3 laps here tonight as Robert D continues to walk away with this thing. And what a great camera shot high above the track, bringing you as much of the action from a little bit of a different vantage point as we're going to head back down the racetrack and into turn number 4. Everybody continues to chase your race leader. Way out front is Tommy D. Bomb Dude stuck behind the lap traffic here, trying to work his way by. Wilson gaining a little bit of ground with much better tires here. The Orange Crush number 49 of Ethan Wilson listed multiple laps down, but still giving it his all. Much fresher tires, and he's going to take away a little bit of track position on that JR Expedited Freight Beef Jerky Unlimited. Number 41 of Sheldon Fiddick, who sits in 4th, while race leader Tommy D sees the high 5 from the boss man in the flag stand. Just 5 laps to go. We told you at the beginning of tonight's broadcast we were going to have fast-paced racing action coming at you. Heat races in the bag already. Your 45-lap A-main just about done with as well. And this man right here, Tommy D, leading flag to flag so far here tonight. 2 quick cautions right in the early stages of tonight's race, but it did not put a damper on this man's speed. Tommy D to work his way through 3 and 4. Popsicle sticks on display for your race leader. 2 to go. Battle on track right here. Fiddick beginning to close in on that 46 of Frenchie. They'll work their way through 1 and 2 down the backstretch and into 3 and 4. White flag flies at the front of the field. Race leader Tommy D through 1 and 2. Down to turn 3 for what will be the final time here tonight. Tommy D gonna bring that Beef Jerky Unlimited 86 late model machine across the line and take the checkered flag. BC Vault back in second, and it looks like Frenchie able to hold off Sheldon Fiddick for the 3rd and final spot on the podium. But let's give this man credit where credit is due. All night long, flag to flag, and he is going to walk away with the checkered flag here tonight. Your race winner inside of that 86 Beef Jerky Unlimited machine, Tommy D, will park it in victory lane. Join a little bit of a cool down lap and some photo opportunities. Tommy D going to bring the car to the front stretch and give all the fans in the stands a little bit of a smoke show right up against the wall. He'll burn them down, and we're going to get set and ready to go to your post-race interviews. A little bit of a jump there to the wall, and Tommy going to burn it down as we head to a brief commercial break. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back here from Lanier National Speedway. And back at the track at the conclusion of tonight's 45 lap A main event right here from Lanier National Speedway. And we're going to dive right into these post race interviews. Let's see if we can have a few words with the man that walked away in third here tonight, the final driver in your podium, the 46 of Frenchie. It's Dave. You got a copy?
Yeah, buddy, you got me?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear, bud. How you doing? How you feeling after a fine finish here tonight?
The car felt good. Team worked really hard on putting the car together, and she felt really good under me.
Well, a much different beast coming back to the pavement from visiting the dirt at Eldora. We're going to be going back to some dirt track racing, but we're going to be back in the Pro Fours in just a handful of weeks at Bark River. Looking forward to that race. Do you think you got anything to get onto a podium finish there?
Oh no, dirt's not my forte, but I'm gonna try. I'll try to do something. Try to, try my best. That's all you can do, I guess.
Well, we got Milwaukee and New Hampshire in between that time, so hopefully we get an opportunity to talk before we end up over at Bark River. But a heck of a race for you here tonight, a heck of a run in that 46 machine. So before we let you go for the evening, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the race shop?
Oh yeah, well, it's obviously you guys, Turn 3, and then also Tommy D, which Beef Jerky Unlimited, sponsoring this deal. This is a great bunch of guys to run with, and it's a great bunch of cars and tracks too. So that's about it, bud.
All right, my man. Well, again, congratulations on your podium finish here tonight. And as always, until next time, stay safe and keep it fast.
Thanks, buddy. We'll see you on the next one.
All right, there you go. Final few parting words from the man that walks away in third here tonight inside of his 46 machine. Frenchie will take the final spot on the podium, and that's going to lead us right along the list. We're going to see if we can't talk to the man that walked away in second here tonight. Let's see if we can't grab him for a moment. Talk to the man inside of that 94 machine. BC, it's Dave. You got a copy? And we're trying to see if we can't get a hold of your second place finisher here tonight. Let's see if we can't get him. Oh, he's out there on the track. You can see him right there. Let's see if we can't grab a few words. And this is the beautiful thing about live TV. Sometimes you have hiccups and hang-ups. We'll see if we can't get a hold of them here, though. We'll try one more time. Let's see if we can't dial up the man inside of that 94 machine. BC, it's Dave. You got me?
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, bud, there you are. Looks like, I don't know, we had a little bit of an issue there, but nonetheless, what a race, man. What a night for you and that 94 crew, huh?
Yeah, man. I don't know where I started, but I was quite a few cars back and was able to work my way up to second. Pretty stoked on that.
Well, you started outside of the top five. You started back in that seventh position, picked up 5 spots here in the A main. Let's talk about the heat races and what went wrong there to put you a little bit behind the 8 ball for this feature event.
Frenchie got into me. I'm more of a slow in, fast out kind of guy, and I just kind of was pretty slow on entry, and Frenchie tapped me, and no big deal, just spun me around. Shit happens.
Well, we're going to be heading to what I would call a little bit of a slower entry tracks here these next 2 weeks. We're going to be hitting up Milwaukee as well as New Hampshire. What's your thoughts moving forward onto those as we jump back into those IR18, those Delars, as well as those Tour mods?
My thoughts on that is I hope everybody has a good time because unfortunately for my iRacing, I'm headed to the Overland Expo in Flagstaff with GBC and Canati tires, and then Sunday I'm heading down to Baja to pre-run, and then I'm going to race the Baja 500 in a trophy truck, mind you. So I can't friggin' wait.
Oh, so what you're saying is we need to figure out the TV scheduling and get that for all the fans.
Yeah, score-international.com, and be watching. There's going to be some live broadcasts. My buddy Wes Miller is one of the commentators, and it's going to be a lot of fun, man. This is an incredible bucket list opportunity for me, so I cannot wait.
Oh, heck yeah, man. We wish you the best in that one. Keep us updated if you can. I know there's a lot of Discord chatter and things of that nature, so keep us involved. Keep us up to speed on how things are going for you. But nonetheless, here tonight, what a great race. What a great night for you and your crew. Before we let you go here, walking away second from the track tonight, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous?
Oh, yeah, my title sponsor, GBC Power Sports Tires, Canati Light Truck Tires. Got to give it up to you for broadcasting, doing such a great job, and Beef Jerky Unlimited, the Worn Out Racers. I didn't bring my list here of all the sponsors, but thanks to everybody who gets behind the organizers of this racing. And, as they say, bang, bang, skeet, skeet.
Back at it once again, not in victory lane, but we're still going to finish it off on the right foot. BC, heck of a job, and we wish you the best in your upcoming racing, and keep us abreast on what's going on, and we'll keep the fans informed as well. As always, my man, stay safe and keep it fast.
Thanks, Dave.
All right, there you have it. Final few words from the man that's going to be jumping in a stadium truck. We're going to be visiting Bark River in a stadium truck in 3 weeks here on iRacing, but real life stadium truck racing in order for this man behind the wheel. Walking away second here tonight, BC Vault with a fine finish up 5 spots from where he started tonight's 45 lap feature event. So what a race, what a night for him, and that's going to move us right along the list. Let's see if we can grab a few words with the man that dominated tonight's 45-lap main event. Tommy, it's Dave. You got me?
Yeah, man. What's up?
Same old same. Watching you just absolutely, walk away with this thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I felt I had a pretty good car in practice, but it was melting the tires off it. So I tried to kind of hold it back and just kind of do what you're not supposed to do. I kind of raced out of my rearview mirror, and they seemed to burn their tires off, so I just kind of kept at it, and I think I got another podium. I got couldn't make it last week, got wrecked out of the last race in the short track race, so it was nice to get back on the podium for sure.
It's always good to get things going back in the right direction. We're going to talk about the heat race, a little bit of contact there from that second position. You were able to pick up the top spot, give you the pole for the main event. From that point on, there was no looking back unless it was in the rearview mirror. So a dominating performance. How do you measure up these next few weeks? We're heading to what I call short tracks. Yeah, they're mile racetracks, Milwaukee as well as New Hampshire. But how do you size up these next 2 tracks in the schedule?
All of this is pretty new to us because we keep changing what cars we run every season so far. So it'll be a little new. We have run some. Before we picked that car for the IndyCar at Milwaukee Mile, we did a little practice there, open practice with all the guys that wanted to show up just to see if the car was going to be okay there, and it was a blast. So I think it's going to be some great racing. Obviously, got to be really careful with the open wheel car. And then Rockingham with that Tour Modified after that is just going to be, that's the perfect match for that car. We've got some great racing coming up. And then I don't know if Sheldon has told you or not. We just done talking about it, but we just let all the guys know that the All-Star race will be 3 more weeks of regular season. Then we'll have a little break with an All-Star race, and that's going to be Indy cars at Indy, and we're going to invert the field. It's going to be fun.
Well, I had a little inside information here, Tommy, that you guys were going to be in those Delaras at Indy. I'm working on a little bit of a setup in the background. I'm going to shoot that over to Sheldon to try to hand out to some of you guys, see if you like the way it feels and runs. Absolutely amazing quick setup. So we'll see if you guys enjoy that one. So, I'm trying to give back since you guys give me such great racing action to call. I figured I'd try to hook you up with a little faster speed.
That's so nice. I mean, you really don't have to do that, but we appreciate it. I mean, you're working for us, you know what I mean? Like you're making us look good. We do what we do every week here. Race with all of us guys. We're kind of like family here. We're part of Worn Out Racers, our own little spin-off from Worn Out, and we just enjoy what you do for us. And Shoot, man, we appreciate you.
Well, man, as I tell all of you guys in these post-race interviews, without you, there'd be no us. So we're just glad we get to bring all the great racing action to all the fans that you guys have, all the sponsors as well. Tommy, congratulations on the win here tonight at Lanier. We hope to see you back in victory lane in these next few weeks, and maybe even on that All-Star night. So before we let you go and soak up all the champagne and all the race-winning photo opportunities you're going to have to go through, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous?
1 second here. Sorry. I still got the fucking wrong car there. Yeah, I get a shout out to Beef Jerky Unlimited. Obviously, we couldn't have all this that we have with these leagues without Beef Jerky Unlimited supporting these racers and sending them some nice sustenance to stay healthy and all that. And got to thank the wife for obviously letting me race every Tuesday night when I am in town and not out racing, working for real. And shoot, man, again, I want to thank all the guys that show up every week and support this league and trying to grow this league. And I want to thank you for everything you do for us. I mean, it's teamwork. Without us, there's no you. But without you, I mean, nobody even knows about us. So this is all a great teamwork. Everybody working together. It's all about harmony and just having fun, man. Thank you.
All right. Well, Tommy, as always, my man, stay safe and keep it fast.
Nighty-night.
All right, there you go. Final few words from Victory Lane. Behind the wheel of that 86 machine, he's going to lead flag to flag here in the 45-lap main event tonight from Lanier National Speedway. Tommy D walks away with a checkered flag. What a night of racing. What a run here from Lanier National. And you can hear producers already hitting those buttons in the background. You know the sounds. You know it's time for us to run down tonight's unofficial race results, walking away with the top spot here in the 45-lap feature event. In the Turn 5 Motorsports late model action here tonight. From Lanier National, Tommy D will take the checkered flag. BC Bolton back in second with Frenchie finishing out your podium tonight. Sheldon Fittick going to bring the 41 Beef Jerky Unlimited. JR Expedited Freight 41 Machine home in fourth. Robert D. Bomb Dude going to have a little bit of issue and drop 3 positions back to the 5th spot. Coming home in 6th tonight, the 113 of Paul Dillon, 003 of Gutman right behind him. Bender will finish tonight's race in 8th, 9th place tonight to the 420 of James Schultz with Andy finishing out your top 10. Chad Rinselman and Ethan Wilson finishing out your top 12. John Sayre will come home in 13th, and that will finish out the field here tonight. From Lanier National Speedway, what a race, what a night. We're going to get things ready to go over till Milwaukee. That's right, we're going to be in these open wheel Delara 18s for some open wheel action next week. What a night of racing here tonight. What a run. And we're going to get ready to run and ready to go. We're going to begin to cut off the lights and to roll up the cord. So if you haven't already, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers some love and drop that thumbs up. Click subscribe and smash that bell. Over there on the right-hand side, get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, David the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Each and every time you stop by, whether you're sliding in to say hey, or you are one of our dedicated fans, friends, family, or one of our many sponsors, we do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. So with that being said, stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.